So we will just kind of pop in here so you can see these hands are real weird. That the torsion on this is strange. The torsion on that is strange, but this is a hand from a wrist that was tied up somewhere. You know what I'm saying? This is someone being tied up. That's what that wrist is from. That's all I got to say. We've all been around the internet. You know what hands look like. That's not the hand of somebody holding on to something. That's the hand of somebody maybe a little bit flopped out on the bed. A little handcuff action. That's a fuzzy handcuff hand. I tried to swear a blood intifada against fucking talking about him again for at least a week, and I can't do it because every time I get on Twitter, which is rarely, I get on Twitter basically to do research for the show and to, really just to do research for the show, double check stuff and to like look up new topics to cover. And I came across this, which is wild. So Shad made another waifu. We're having, just from a distance, you can tell that there's some fucking funky anatomy going on here. This leg is the size of her entire length of her entire torso and then some, even stretched out. This one's pretty long too. They're not the worst, you know, that's kind of like in an acceptable range, but it is a very, very gangly thing. You can kind of see his gangly drawings in here, so I don't know, maybe you finally got it. I think if you actually did the measurements, this leg is way longer than this one, more than likely, but I don't really care. They're also at different angles, and then when you get up to these hands, you'll see it gets fucking crazy. But I mean, even from a distance, you can tell that's not it. So he was trying to show on, I think he has it somewhere in here. So this is like, all right, if my face is going this way, right? To get my thumb to go there, it has to either go like this or like this, right? Which, I don't know, that is, your fucking shoulder is all the way out of battery. Let me see, if I bend this way, all right? So I can kind of get it, but your shoulder is all the way out of battery like that. Even if I stood up, I don't think that's a comfortable way to hold anything, and I just literally came back from the gym where I was holding extremely heavy things. And then this hand back here is kind of just like, that's like a porn hand. This is a hand. Let me see. Hold on. Let me open the image in the new tab. So we will just kind of pop in here so you can see these hands are real weird. The torsion on this is strange. The torsion on that is strange, but this is a hand from a wrist that was tied up somewhere. You know what I'm saying? This is someone being tied up. That's what that wrist is from. That's all I got to say. We've all been around the internet. You know what hands look like. That's not the hand of somebody holding on to something. That's the hand of somebody maybe a little bit flopped out on the bed. Little handcuff action. That's a fuzzy handcuff hand. Funny fuzzy handcuff wrists. And then, of course, we got this, like, just absolute, the most libertarian, the libertarian dream of a fucking Japanese schoolgirl here with her sailor suit. She's fucking racked out. And, of course, we go back to the pleated skirt again. Shad is a pleated skirt fella. I don't know what it is with the pleated skirts, but he goes back to the pleated skirts fucking a lot. So we'll get into the actual post here. For anyone who thinks making great AI art is always easy, requires no talent or skill, I challenge them to make an image of their own original character with the same pose, hand placement, sword position as this image here from nothing but word prompts. So learn your fake skill. If all AI art is low effort and requires no skill, then prove it and show a recording of your process. It should be easy for you to make a similar image of equivalent quality with the features I described. Good luck, because where the technology is right now, that's impossible with just word prompts. AI image generators struggle with a lot of things like hands with complex finger placement, complex poses, original characters with specific designs, and depicting swords and many other geometric objects with specific shapes on any angle other than profile. Okay, so they suck. That's what you're saying. These limitations are going to remain in AI art for a long time, and only capable artists can overcome them, which they already do every day by just drawing. It's so wild. Like, did he never just watch his brother draw something, or just get on TikTok and just see how fucking fast an actual illustrator can bang this out? Like, yeah, me and the people that are bored enough on Twitter to like actually fucking engage with you, that, yeah, sure. Kentaro Miura is alive. He's just out there. Kentaro Miura, the fucking artist of the One Punch Man manga, who draws the horniest shit you will ever fucking see in your life. Am I saying that right? I'm not mixing him up with Guts, am I? The guy that makes Berserk. I don't know. But I think I got it right, but I might have it wrong. But either way, the guy that fucking draws the One Punch Man comic, he draws 3 to 4 panels apparently per day and maintains that as like a monthly release. And let me just show you the quality on One Punch Man. One Punch Man. Images. Let's see, manga. So this is. He bangs these things out fast as fuck. You know why? Because he practices. And he doesn't have to worry about the thing not knowing what he's talking about because he doesn't have to explain shit to anybody. He is the AI. Fucking one, the writer of it, says words and does a few little doodles, and then Kentaro Miura does this shit. Like, it's fucking insane. I don't have to zoom in. You can see the quality from a distance. Look at this fucking anatomy. Like, that is ridiculous, dude. All that entire fucking series of chapters is wild. And then if you want to talk about can he draw a girl, I was gonna say Miura. No, Miura is Berserk. My bad. One Punch Man artist. What's his name again? I gotta say it right. Yusuke Murata. Sorry, Yusuke Murata. Miura, R.I.P., is the lead artist and creator of Berserk. Also, straight up there. Ridiculous. Although it did take him a lot longer to do stuff. Subuki. And then, he is fucking half married to his characters in here. Like, Miura is ridiculous. He is the horniest human being to have ever existed. He does not let his waifus get in the way of his work. And he just fucking annihilates. He's just drawing constantly, making this shit happen. Like, if Shad put a fucking single iota of the horniness he puts into his AIs and his weird AI wife porn, like, Shad, you could fucking learn how to draw, man. Just fucking withstand your Coomer brain for like fucking a half hour and just practice form drawing, and you too could be fucking making some shit happen. You wouldn't have to ask permission from the computer to see your waifu. You could make your waifu show up. Your waifu would ruin your waifu. Yusuke Murata, the One Punch Man artist. Thank you very much, Mecha. My bad. Miura's Berserk. Thank you, everybody. I know I'm wrong. I the second I said it, I went like, fuck. I'm so sick of that greasy AI rendering style. It always looks the same, too. And it is this kind of like, it's just like the hyper realistic vibe with the color and stuff, which isn't that hard to do. It's just a little bit of additional like time in here. A lot of people don't like to do it because the extra time isn't really worth it, because you have to be highly specific about the shadows, because when you fuck up, it's obvious how bad you fucked up. This person is being hit, and this girl is being hit by like fucking 50 different lights from 50 different directions. I mean, check this out. Look, we've got highlights left, highlights center, all of these on her leg and the back of her leg. But then, of course, if we go over here, we got highlights on the front right side. And then we have this light form is coming like sort of in here, but also from over here. We've got like reflections. This is insanity. This should be probably more see-through, unironically. If she's being blasted with this much light and that material falls that lightly, you should draw this a little hornier and be see-through. I mean, you don't actually have to draw her bra, but this, especially right here, her arm should be showing through this, and you should be able to see through that. That's the problem with the hyper-realistic style, is you start seeing the issues with it real quick. The highlights down here on her leg are not really replicated on the front of her face here. This is way hotter on a full quarter, because she's got that hard shadow right there. This is getting hit. I don't know if your collarbone would actually be catching all of that light. I mean, you can kind of get it, but no. And then, of course, this fucking sword is just photoshopped in, basically, and it's not casting any sort of native light on her at all. And there's no way you're putting this into a real fucking 3D space. You're not drawing her into a 3D space. It's just not happening. But I gotta keep reading. I get freaked out. Shep says, I actually subbed to Shad's brother recently. It's almost tragic how obviously insecure Shad is as the older brother of someone who's so much cooler than him. Oh, he's the older brother? I could not tell. I just thought he was the scruffier brother. Dude, if I did that to my little brother, I would be so full of self-loathing. It would be insane. Like, I love my little brother. He's like 13 years younger than me, and he's the best. He's like just got into anime and shit, even though he's like in his early 20s. And he's like an engineer, and he's just fucking great. If I was like, oh yeah, I can do engineering too, which you went to college for and you've been practicing for 5 years and you're about to get a full-time job at, I could do it too because ChatGPT helps me build buildings. He would probably be actually really, really nice about it because he'd be like, wow, this is the first time you've ever failed me as a brother, but okay. But if I started going online and stuff and being like, engineers aren't real engineers, they're out there drawing with AutoCAD stuff. If you're not drawing, if you're really good at AutoCAD and you're not, getting into ChatGPT, fucking DALL-E to do your AutoCAD work, just building shit that falls on you the second you touch it. Murata's unbelievably skilled. Even when he was a young teenager, he was extremely professional. Yeah, I read a bunch of stuff on Murata. I did a video about just how hilariously horny he is because he's really talented, but like his covers are ridiculous, especially if it's an episode that has or an issue that has Fubuki in it. Blizzard. Is it Fubuki or Subuki? I think it's Fubuki. I think I said that wrong. Fubuki, if it has her in it, the gigantic titted older sister of the Tornado Twins or whatever they call them in the actual manga. He just draws her crazy horny, but that fucking video popped off. I mean, I think it's like several 100,000 views, if not close to 1 million on TikTok or something like that. But you don't even count it. It's like 65,000 likes. But everybody made me deep dive on it that was talking to me online, and I was just like, okay, I'll actually learn more about him. And Murata's fucking fire. Like, dude, he's ridiculous. Apparently his new manga is not that good though, so sad. Shad said he hates the entire process of drawing, which I heard, which is also crazy because like I love it. Even if if I fuck up, which would probably I have a bunch of people that draw on here. When you're like you can't get it off, and you're like fucking I just can't figure out how I want to make this, and like your line work just isn't happening, and or you're trying to ink, or even worse, you're trying to do flats after you've inked something, and like the flatting is just like. It doesn't work, and like your ink pen that you're using, whatever, it's just not it's not laying down the ink the right way and the way that you like really want. You're like, fuck me. But you just like walk away from it because like all the 4 out of 5 other times, it's just like, man, I'm fucking like, oh shit, I sneezed. It's 2 a.m. and I have drawn like so much shit. Like I have, or conversely, I have worked on this nose for 6 hours, but I'm fine because I like redrawing and redrawing and redrawing this nose. I should get into this conversation chunk after I finish all this stuff because this is good stuff to talk about when I'm actually I'm going to try to doodle something. I kind of have a half an idea. I want to fill up, I can't see it, but like to the left and right of the art screen area where these little faces are, I want to kind of try to replace those a bit. I digress. Anyone familiar or experienced with AI art will know how fiendishly difficult making an image like this is with AI image generators really is. Okay. I'm not the best artist, but what I can do here should show you the possibility of what more talented artists could do with AI art. If you're a talented traditional artist afraid of getting replaced by AI artists, you could make better AI art than the competition with your artistic ability. It's like he has no fucking idea what the issue is. Like to this day, he has to be on it. And also, so if this image is impossible to make with only word prompts, how then did I make it? With a lot of hard work and yes, skill in multiple mediums. Starting with a hand-drawn sketch to lock in the pose and hand placement and finger positions using multiple complex tools and techniques in stable diffusion such as control net, scaling, and component generations, as well as editing in Photoshop, 3D modeling for the design and integration of the sword, and digital. I told you it looked Photoshopped in. I didn't even read this part earlier. I said that shit looked fucking photoshopped, and I was right. 3D modeling for the design and integration of the sword, and digital illustration. I recorded the entire process beginning with the drawing, and I'm making a video showing what is involved, which will be released in a day or two. I did see this, though, and this is fucking hilarious. Because first off, my man is married and has kids. Why can he not draw a titty? Like, my brother in Christ, learn how, like, look at your fucking wife, all right? Stop looking at fucking Supergirl. Stop looking at AI Supergirl, Shad, and look at your fucking wife. She has the booba, all right? You can ask her. She might enjoy it because you'll be paying attention to her instead of your fucking internet waifu. And you just be like, hey, could you put on a tight sleeveless top, and then I can see what a booba look like in that kind of material? Because I'll tell you right now, it doesn't have a whole weird little titty right here with full definition all the way around. Her collarbone is going down here, this is going down here, and then there's just chunks of you missing. Which I guess would be fine, but like, Lord Almighty, man. There's no like framing sketch, which is crazy. He worked really hard, I guess, on these hands though. So is that how he bypassed the fucking bad hands? Was he actually drew some of his own? Those aren't bad. Those look like he got a Blender model. Oh no. No, I did call it. He traced porn. I bet you $5. I haven't been wrong about him yet, have I? He traced porn. He has porn. And he put it down here, and he lined it up, and he traced it. Look how dark this line is. Look how dark and sure those fucking hand lines are. And then how fucking tracy we are out here. Out here, we're double sketching, right? But right here, we're real confident. And he does not draw. There is no evidence that he's drawing any sort of framing. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I think he traced some porn hands. Dead ass. I appreciate, like, he did sketch in a trace line for the sword, though. But, like, if you would have paid more attention, Shad, and kind of thought your way through it, or if you would have just talked to your wife, you can ask your wife. I swear to God, I don't even know her, but I know most women that are in a stable, long-term relationship. If you were just like, hey, can I take a picture of you wearing this kind of shirt and holding a broomstick over your head, not even the whole sword, just so that I can see how your hands and stuff go, and you'll be able to hold it for a while. Don't make her hold a whole fucking sword, because you're going to be taking a picture of her from a different angle. You can use her as a model. You can even, although it's not technically like hyper ethical and it'll actually like hamper you in the long run, you could trace over it and learn how those figures work. This is information for people at home. This is clearly somebody doing a little bit of a workout, right? Build up. I guess he did draw her feet on. They got that Rob Liefeld style foot is wild. It kind of works. Like, he does have like the basic chunk of it in there. I'm guessing that he did draw this and then he flatted it. But like, yeah, man, those arms are wild, bud. You have to know that that's not accurate. It's just so bizarre shaped. But then we get here, she's like, God damn, am I in a porn? Shit. Imagine you come to existence, and then like the second that you have a second of like you realize you're like, I'm in Shad's porn. Oh no. And then yeah, look, it mauled her fingers. It gave her normal human people fingers because it didn't know where the hell anything was going. And then he had to Photoshop all of this back in. So he probably just sketched those, or probably even unironically, if he already had sketched these porn fingers in, he probably just copy pasted them in there. I really wouldn't put it past him, because this wrist is crazy. How do I even? All right, over my head, behind my head, thumb in line with my face. Can I even get that close? Can you guys see that? Like, I mean, kind of, but it's wild. And that's like, you also got to know, like, when you're looking at this, that's a weird way to suspend any amount of weight. And of course, we will get into original character design to be duplicated. Donut Steel. That's Haruhi. That's Haruhi. I'm just gonna say that again and again and again because I've seen that before. I'm so sorry. That thumb, my dude, what the fuck? This is my new favorite channel, by the way. Keep it up. Thanks, J-Bot. I'm going to guess that's how you say your name. Gotta wait 10 minutes before I can share my quick Shad AI nonsense. It's all good. Just remind me in chat and I'll check it out. Shad desperately trying to win over the hentai art crowd. Fuck, I don't think he's gonna win any of them over. Meat Canyon should do a skit showing Shad slowly turning his wife into an AI superwoman. I already know how that's gonna go. It'll be like, if the camera's gonna be like this, right? I'm completely back to it, but he's wearing his jerkin thing. Aberdeen, whatever, and it's like his back is like a big bunch of fat rolls. His head going up and down, and you just hear, "Oh yeah, oh yeah, yeah," and you're like,
"You're gonna be beautiful. You're the most beautiful creature I've ever seen. You, yeah. Now hold this sword." Hold this sword, computer helper.
It's just like some crude pistons are just like bending her into position. And she's just like, ah! Maybe it's even just not even his wife. Then his wife is just like, Shad, what are you doing in here? I've heard some noises outside. We're trying to watch Bluey with the children. And he's like,
I need the final ingredient.
And she's like, what? The final ingredient? What is that? And you just hear like, and the shadow just gets higher and higher over her, and you're like, ah! And then you see like, he's like,
my perfection, I am.
What is that? What is that? Not Pythagoras, help me out here. Pygmalion.
I am Pygmalion.
You just see some other girl all broken and shit. His dead wife is like blood coming off her eyes are like big thing, and that lady's got her face like just crudely stitched onto her while her broken body dangles from puppet strings, and he's just got his fingers. Jazza pops in at the end. You know, Shad, I really don't approve of this. Me Canyon. Sorry. Wasn't feet one of the things that Shad bragged about being able to draw well? Oh no. I don't know. That would be fucking hilarious. I hope you guys enjoyed my doing this sketch. I'm having a good time. But this evolution is so weird. If somebody showed me a character design and it looked like this, I would be baffled by like a real person. Because you know, like, have you okay? So we'll go back to him. But if you've seen like, how about Alice in Wonderland character design sketch, Disney, right? This is what a character design looks like. I'll show you a few of them, right? Because you're trying to figure the person out. Oh my god. Come on, there we go. Like Alice in Wonderlands are great because they used a real girl who was running around the set and stuff, and they drew pictures of her to try to figure it out. And look, you can see the kind of like lines in. They're just really rough articulating all these things. But like, look, half drawn. 10, 20, 30 fucking lines in each one of these, right? Not anywhere near complex or clean, but look how fucking alive she is. Look at the sense of weight and motion that he is just like completely unable. I want to see him draw that. Look, how about this one? A character from the back. Have you ever seen a Shadiversity character that was looking away from a camera? He's never drawn the back of a head in his fucking life. Or maybe he has, but it was from a view you don't want to see. I'll give you a hint. There's a bit of a fucking the jerkin thing right here, right at the bottom of the frame. But look at that. Look at her. Her hair is in motion. You can see all the different details of her dress. It goes up. It goes down. You can kind of get an idea. Like her whole body has this like recurring shape of this series of triangles, right? That articulates her motion. Her skirt is this first one. Her hair is the second one. And then there's an inverted sort of triangle that forms her shoulders and her top. And then when you mix those, you really get a sense from pose to pose how she's feeling, where she's moving, where she's looking, you know? And like this sitting right? She's got that big poof. She's really controlled. She's kind of like, a little frumped out, kind of like, oh, hey, poof, frumped out, puffed out, But here, she's confused. She's completely deflated. Her legs are popped out. You can see the wiggles in it. Like, that's just, it's so fucking alive compared to this. See, what is this other one even? Missed it. I wanted to see if I couldn't find the really creepy sketches that are great. Yeah, look at all these characters. How about this, Shad? Can you draw this with your... Can you give me some of this with your AI? Can you give me a full character sheet? Because I guarantee you, the animators that put this together did it in an hour or two. Like literally, if you ever see these old fucking Disney animators, even the modern day ones, this shit, they bang it out. Fast as fuck, like you wouldn't even believe. Done. And it's because they use a really powerful economy of line and stuff, and they don't hyper focus on small details, and you get a lot more life out of it. Like you just understand the White Rabbit's character so powerfully here. Did I go to Alice in Wonderland because it has rabbits? Maybe. Got to hit Meat Canyon up for real. If I got big and I could do some Meat Canyon voices, I would be beside myself. That would be fucking fun as shit. Oh yeah, AI is crap as character models, which is like the biggest thing, you know what I'm saying? And think even, how simplistic those character models were, but how much more vibe they had to them than this. I don't know anything about this girl, other than she seems really afraid of being here in this one. And she slowly loses her ass. The AI was just like, what if we give her a whole, like, almost like a human-shaped torso? We tried to, it tries to fix, I didn't even realize this. It tries to fix the issues with her neck and her, it gives her a trapezius on this one, right here. And then it slowly goes away from it. Right here, she's actually got, like, her buttocks is flexed because she's moving, and he's just like, no, we need to get rid of that. Get rid of this. He went, no. But this continues. Oh my god. With another even funnier tweet, which I think I lost track of. Hold on a second. Here it is. So I saw this days ago, and I was just like, I'm not doing it again. I'm not doing additional. I did not draw this, by the way. I did not want to talk about Shad more, and then I saw this, and I lost my mind. Seeing as I'm trending on X/Twitter, it seems this post is triggering a lot of people, and I think it proves my point quite effectively. I think the person that is most triggered is definitely fucking Shad. I think Shad is fucking losing it, because I can't imagine taking this many out. He's a creator with like 1.5 million YouTube subs. Look at the fucking numbers on these posts. 590 likes, man. Like with an account of 39.8 thousand followers. Like, dude, the people are not on your side. They are not on your side. Vosh says, shout out to Aaron Aaron Blaze? He has really good videos on YouTube showing off the entire classical process of drawing characters into old school animation. Aaron is amazing to watch. Oh yeah, AI is crap at character. Oh yeah, I read that. I'm so bad at reading chat because I'm not used to it. Small fry. Anyhow, people can crap on me and my art forever, but still not a single person has succeeded in this challenge. Several have tried, and all have failed. We'll go into those in a second. So instead of actually addressing the point, they deflect by mocking me and my art, achieving nothing. I'm gonna say the mockery is fucking getting in there. I'm gonna say the mockery is having an effect. Because who are you turning to? Is your wife like are you showing her your thing? Like, hey babe, I made another AI Supergirl of you tonight and I really like it. Could you give me some compliments on this? She's like, are you making porn again? Your brother is just gonna be like, I gotta say, Shad, I'm really not a fan of this. Fuck yeah, I'm not hitting an Australian accent at all. By the way, I'm so sorry, Aussies. You're just getting on like God, I fucking need it. I fucking need validation from anybody on Twitter right now. Please, God, a blue check mark with 90 fucking likes. Thank you. I love your art, Shad. Oh my god, I wish I could be an artist just like you. Look what I made. And it's a fucking crooked-eyed bitch with like 18 fingers. Shad's just fucking just on his toilet, fucking doom scrolling Twitter to get a fucking validation about his terrible art, bursting into tears. Thank you. I wonder if he wears the thing in the house. He's just in that shitting fucking. I'm so sorry. I'm cracking my own self up. This is just, it's fucking sad. Like, I do feel like I'm like a bit of a bully. I don't know, but like, I'm not, because he's literally trying to do the bullying. Making the best AI art does take skill and artistic ability, but there are countless people that can do better than me. Countless. I bet you could count the ones that are worse, though. You could find those 8 guys. Countless better. Worse? They're around. You can look them up. They're not hard to find. It's clear they're not perfect, but I love them and I think they're awesome, and that's all that matters. I love making awesome art, whether it be through writing, videos, drawn, or AI. But you already said you don't like to draw, and we'll find out about the writing. Shout out Voss for buying me the book. I'm going to listen to it. Jesus Christ. Stay tuned. Subscribe to the West Side Tyler if you want to see me put myself through Shad's book. I'm gonna do it. And AI art gives me such great artistic fulfillment, as with many other people. People attacking me and crapping on my art is never going to change that or take it away, or change the fact that many others love what I'm making. You can count them too. They're all in this post right now. That's a big reason why it's not going anywhere, and as much as people will dogpile and hate on it, they're actually the minority. I don't think that's the case at all, bud. Most people just love awesome art, regardless of if it's AI or not. You can hate AI art, you don't have to use it, but you should be honest about it, and saying it's all trash, requires no effort, and looks terrible just makes you look blind, willfully ignorant, or dishonest. Also, stop attacking people for having a great time making awesome art with AI. Makes you look bad. You said that like twice already, bud. Mad. Mad. I'm going to say it again. Mad. The biggest mad. There's no larger mad. It's fucking, it's real bad, man. You know, I think it's like, he's just a guy that like, I don't know if he necessarily like prides himself on just an absolute lack of self-awareness or what it is. You know, I don't want to like speak to his like mental condition deeper than just like the clear self-delusion of thinking anybody is really on his side, you know, publicly. Like if I want people on my side, I don't want fucking anonymous randos. I want people I can talk to, be like, hey man, I'm a real person and I'm fucking here for you. Not like, dude, this guy's fucking profile picture is the letter M because the first name in his fucking bio is M, and he started this whole thing like 3 days ago. I don't want that. You know, and I don't want to speak to it more than that, but like, I think he's literally almost at the cusp of realization. And he has just dug himself in so deep in support of it, like counterwise, like he's just burned his boats, but the island is sinking. And so now he's just like, I cannot accept that the island is also sinking. I can accept I burned my boats, but I cannot accept that this island is sinking. And it's just real fucking crazy, man. But also, the funniest part about this is him saying, nobody could do my challenge. And we'll see some of the people that did it below, even using AI. But he says the challenge, right, is I want you to make this, prove it, and show a recording of your process. You should be able to make it. Okay, sorry. I challenge you to make an image of your own original character with the same pose, hand placement, sword position as this image from here, with nothing but word prompts. And like, my man is so like, I would be so upset with myself if I didn't catch this. He goes down and shows you he didn't use word prompts. He drew it. He fucking drew it first. He didn't use nothing but word prompts. And then he said he did it. He said, how I actually made this was I fucking drew it. I refined it right here. Probably copied fucking hands from porn, because those hands are unfathomably good compared to the rest of his modeling. And then I did all these things. And he says he photoshopped it in. So you can't make it from word prompts. You couldn't make it from the word prompts. Your fucking own challenge. You couldn't do it. That's insanity. Why did you say things like this on the internet? Like, everyone can see you. It's on Maine, Shad. It's on Maine. You can't take it back. What the fuck? I hope you make a lot of money. Because, goddamn, this humiliation would not be worth it for me.